EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. Inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Cowboys. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
William Fitzgerald set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go, Jack. Let's go.
To throw right away is Ward. Action made. It's Burden. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
On first down, Ward. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Milton Williams in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. That is caught by Washington. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
24-yard gain. And the
Throwing is Ward. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down. Back to throw is Ward. That pass is caught by Burton. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get it? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Now it's Ward. That one taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Jones now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Tuck it down on his side like he had to go. If you don't agree, ask the streets on your big 5 here. You already know. Already know how to go. Already know how to go.
Get set, get set. 18! 18!
Purdy on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Get set, get set.
Once again, it's Walker. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Outside. 18, watch out. Start.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. He's now 3rd and less than a yard.
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got third down and less than a yard.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Outside. Watch out.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Get set, get set. You're not.
On the handoff, this is Walker. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Devon Gontar there on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Outside. 18. Watch out. 21. Stop.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
53. Outside. 18. Up.
Throwing is Purdy. He's got it at the 3. He'll be taken down as we take down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll try to run this one in. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the full.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A 21-yard attempt.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Hardman now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Here's Ward. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think now we're starting to see this defense start to make some adjustments. We saw him give up a few plays earlier in the game, especially to this back. So he's someone they have to understand. He's not just going to hurt you on the ground. He also is a threat in the passing game. So nice job there making some adjustments on the back end, and they force the incomplete.
His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Ward. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Cardinals first down.
Running here is James. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
Throwing,
and 2.
Ward. Open receiver is Dotson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
First down, Arizona.
Ready, set.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Ward. This one complete to Washington. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Again, it's Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. Let's go.
to the air again. Ward. He's got his big tight end. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Arizona.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, I'll tell you what. Executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away.
Outside. Watch out. Up.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Ward. Headed left, buying time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline. He's able to extend this drive.
Forced out wide. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
That's out left and complete to Burton. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 16 on that connection. It's an Arizona first down.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Ward. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. John Dodson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Smash, 70.
They snap it to Ward. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. He gets free. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Cowboys move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Let's go now. 60, 70.
On 1st down, Ward. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
Give him 13 on that screen play, and the 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Ward to throw again. This one is caught by Dodson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That one's good for 29.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on third down, Ward. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Here's James. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jordan James. Touchdown, Cardinals. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Cardinals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
There he goes, inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Dallas. He is shining in his postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. His kick is good. Cowboys extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. To return, it's McCaffrey. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll start on the ground with James. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down. Ward. The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here we go.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Hoyt. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
The PAT, up and good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. For Wolf. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Burton, the man on the move. Back to throw is Ward. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Ward. His pass deflected and caught. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal. Throwing again is Ward. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Touchdown, Arizona. So a big play coming here for the Cardinals who will go for two.
Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
70. Go.
Throwing, Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out.
Cardinals 27. Bailey set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And typically, like, you don't find yourself in the playoffs unless all season long you've gotten contributions from your special team. So here's a big one in the return game. I mean, this is something that has been a priority all season long, and they nearly sprung it.
Get set. Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Up.
Here's Walker. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So, from the 26-yard line, here is second down and 7. They'll run here with Walker. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Cowboys. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half.
15-yard line.
Back to crown the NFC champion after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Now Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Second and 12.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Cowboys.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The extra point is good. Cowboys are able to extend the lead.
38. Cardinals 27. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. For first and 10. To throw is Ward. L'Jarius Sneed, tight coverage as he gets in the way of that one.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Come on. Hey.
From the gun on third down, Ward. The open receiver is Dotson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Here's Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 10.
Again, it's Ward. That is caught by Washington. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for Cardinals first down.
To the air again. Ward. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his third interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Parker Washington was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now, first and goal. Out of the gun, Ward. That is caught, and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
And that is incomplete. Two-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
And this one is not over. They had to have it, and they got it. What a story this would be, Mike. This offense is going to have a shot to come out here and at least get something into the end zone.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Ward. Moving outside the pocket, going up top. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And the Cowboys are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the Cowboys. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the Georgia